pays an estimated $115 million each year to cover the cost of providing health care to Micronesian migrants living here.
But the state took a big step forward toward recouping a large chunk of money. Our media partners at Civil Beat are working on this story, and joining us via Skype is political reporter Chad Blair. Good morning, Chad.
Good morning, KITV.
So this issue has been a long-standing issue for Hawaii for many, many years, and now the federal government is working on it. What's the latest now?
Well, credit goes to Senator Mazie Hirono. The Senate Judiciary yesterday passed the immigration law with a provision introduced by Hirono. And what it would do, it would make Micronesians that are living here under the Compactor-Free Association eligible for Medicaid. That would help the state of Hawaii recoup about $40 million a year in those lost health care costs. Colleen Hanabusa, the congresswoman, has introduced a similar measure in the House. We may finally be making progress. The bill still has a long way to go, of course.
Oh, yes. Well, another story that I thought was kind of interesting that Civil Beat's working on, a state senator is letting a top lobbyist use his parking stall at the Capitol. Is that against the rules?
Well, apparently not, and we got a copy of the rules on our website. Senator Josh Green, he's from the Big Island. He doesn't have a car on Oahu, so he allows one of his staff members to use one of his 2 parking spots. But John Radcliffe, he's like a major lobbyist at the legislature. He gets to use it sometimes, too. Josh Green doesn't have a problem with it. John Radcliffe says there's no quid pro quo. You know, we're not playing favorites here. But it kind of makes you wonder, you know, it's hard to get parking at the Capitol for the public, and here's a lobbyist having an in that the rest of us don't have.
Wow, parking in downtown Honolulu is really, really tough to begin with. Well, let's talk about the UH presidency. Obviously, Marcy Greenwood announcing that she's retiring. And now the Board of Regents is going to talk about the UH presidency, but it's closed to the public. Is there some sort of transparency issue here?
There is. The meeting is tomorrow, and of course, this is a huge story. This is something that the public wants to have more input in. Marcy Greenwood resigning literally 2 years before the end of her contract, but the regents are going to meet behind closed doors. They say that the Sunshine Law allows them a privacy exception, but others, open advocates for government, open government advocates, are saying, wait a minute, this is an issue of great public interest. If you want to be more transparent, UH, let us into that meeting.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that this is going to be a topic that's going to be ongoing for quite some time.
Absolutely.
Everyone really has an opinion on how things should be run at UH right now. All right, well, there's also one more story. Labor costs going up for the city of Honolulu, and the mayor and the city council are at odds over how to pay for them, right?
This is big time. About $20 million have been allocated for those pay raises for union workers. But now, through arbitration, that cost is going to double almost to $37.5 million. Mayor Caldwell is asking the council, hey, maybe cut back on some of those millions of dollars of earmarks that you've got for your own districts to pay for those pay raises.
Well, Civil Beat going beyond the headlines. Chad Blair, thank you for joining us this morning.
And thank you for reading civilbeat.com.
And you can find the complete stories that we just discussed on civilbeat.com.